Hi guys, Carlosky here. I previously made a video on how to create a TCP client and server in a console application. As requested from one of the comments, if it was possible to make one in Windows Forms, and now I'll make one, and I'll show you guys how. Okay, weird glitch. There we go. Okay, so we just open up a new project. Server. Okay. I'll click there. New project, client. Okay. Go back to the server. For the server, we're literally just going to add a button, right? And we're going to say start server. Okay. Just like to name that guy. I don't know why this app config opened. Okay, perfect. Click the button. Add our imports. Import system.net. Import system.net. .sockets. And then import system.txt. Okay. Once that's done, server as TCP listener. Okay. And then you're going to have also a list of clients. That's not right. Client as new list of TCP list TCP clients. There we go. Okay, try catch message box ex.message. Cool. Okay, so dim IP as a string equals to whatever, mine's 10.105, like so. Dim port as integer, and we'll just make it 5432. Okay, server equals new TCP listener, and we'll say IP address dot parse, and we'll parse the IP, and then the port. Cool. And server dot start. Once that's done, we just make a new thread so that we can keep on receiving messages from the clients. So threading dot thread pool dot queue user work item address of get messages. Get clients. New client, because it actually is a new client that connects every time. Okay. So then we're going to have a try catch. Same here, ex.message, whatever. Now we're going to put this outside the try catch because I'll show you now. Client as TCP client equals to server dot accept TCP client. So let's say the connection fails between the client. Here we're going to want to remove it from the list. So list of clients, if list of client contains client, then we remove him. Dot remove client. Okay, so in case it fails, at least we remove the client, because else you'll get another exception when trying to connect to that client. Anyway, okay, so now we got that. And here we're going to create the network stream. So ns, so dim ns as network stream equals to client dot get stream. Okay, now that we got that, we create the buffer dim to receive 100,000 bytes. It can be any size, but the bigger it is, the more you can send across. But if it's just text, you won't even reach 100,000 bytes like ever, unless you're really typing. Anyway, as byte, then ns.read to receive 0 to receive.length. In my previous video of the console version of the application, I had added this as integer, which I would use because whilst I couldn't get the proper amount out of it, or the right string out of it. But as it turns out, I actually don't need this. Found a different way of doing it, and it's slightly easier. dim.txt, or shorter, not much easier anyway, as string equals to encoding.ashkey.getString to receive. There. Okay, now once we got that, this must all be in a while, just while true, so that it keeps on going through here, keeps on getting more messages from that client. Okay, now once we receive the text, we're not going to display it. There's no point in displaying it on the server. The server will be probably unmanned, but if you wanted to, you're more than welcome to add your code. And okay, and anyway, I'll show you how to display it on the client side. Okay, so now we're just going to forward the message. So for each C as client, TCP client in list of clients. If C is not client, then we're going to create another network stream for the client, for that specific client. New network stream as network stream equals to c.getStream. Okay, awesome. Then we're going to say new network stream dot write encoding dot ashkey dot get bytes out of txt, index of 0, txt dot length. Okay, just remember, if that doesn't work, you could always just do that. But since in this case the length of the bytes that we're getting in ASCII, if it's Unicode, it'll probably be double the size, the byte size. So, but for ASCII, this will be the length of the text will match the bytes. So it's not that's not needed. Okay. Now that we've got that, so what that will do, it'll come in here, accept the client, get a new stream from the client, get the text. Once it's got the text, it will loop through all the clients except for the client that sent the stuff and write it to those clients. But now, yeah, I almost forgot, we need to add this so that as soon as one client successfully connects, once this guy successfully connects, then we can add a new thread for the next client. And we also want to add client to the list so that it populates. List of clients.add client. Okay. And then if anything fails over here, we just remove it so that if this happens in another loop or in another thread, it won't break. Okay, so that's the server. Now we go to the client. Well, here we can add a button, connect. Okay. Cool. And then we just add a rich text box and a text box and then a rich text box. Okay, and then on this one's event, on key down event. No, actually, you know what? We will just add a new button because also every time you press enter, it makes a noise, and I don't like that. But we can make as soon as we can just leave it like this and just rename this to send. Okay, and this will be our receiving. Okay, so we'll just do that. Here we can just copy the imports. Okay, dim client as TCP client, like so. Try catch msg ex.message. Okay, dim IP as string equals to 10.0.0.105. Almost forgot the quotes. Dim port as integer equals to 5432. Okay. The client equals to new TCP client, IP and port. Okay. Okay, now once that's done, we're going to create the network stream. So dim ns as network stream equals to the client dot get stream. Now we create the buffer. Dim. But wait, before that, we also add a while loop here. While. No, sorry guys. No, it's not here. But you add the loop. Not yet. I forgot what I was doing now. No, that's it. That's it for here, actually. That just connects to the server. Now that's successful, we go to the send. And once that is done, we're going to send me.accept button equals to button 2. And as we can see, we can just remove that. So accept button equals 2. So it'll just default. So when we press enter, it simulates or it runs this click event. Okay. And then here we'll create the network stream dim ns as network stream equals to client.get stream. Okay. And this is to send, so we're going to say ns.write whatever's in the text box. So it'll be encoding.ashkey.get bytes text box 1.text 0 and text box 1.text dot length, or you can say text length or whatever. Okay, so all that does is creates a network stream, right? Okay, and once we successfully connect, we also want to add a new thread to listen for receiving messages. So threading dot thread pool keys a work item address of receive messages. Okay. Cool. There we go. And yeah, we're also going to have a while true. That's where the while goes. Okay, and then dim ns as network stream equals to client.get stream. There we go. Now we create the buffer, dim to receive. Okay, as byte ns.read to receive 0 to receive dot length then txt as string equals to encoding dot ASCII dot get string from to receive. Okay, now once we got that, we display it in the text box. So rich text box 1 dot text and equals to. Now one thing I've noticed is if you add this before, it works. But if you add it after, it doesn't seem to comply. The only problem with this, we just have to add an if rich text box dot text. We'll use the text length on this one. Is more than 0. Then this. Else rich text box dot text. Ah, come on. Equals to txt. Because if you add this, the new line afterwards, it doesn't seem to follow it when this comes back in here for some weird reason. But this way it does, but you just have to add an extra if. Okay. So I think that's all of it. Seems like it. And I think we are a go. Oh, wait, before I forget. Now, as you might know, threads are a mess. Now, they're just so complicated at times. So now, when we create a thread here and we try and access the thread over here, now since this is on the GUI thread and this thread is on a separate thread, it's going to give you cross-threading errors or a complication, let's put it that way. But there are multiple ways of avoiding that or finding your way through it. And one is if you invoke a method, or you can use this. Check for illegal cross-thread calls equals false. Now, obviously this is not as secure, I'm guessing, but I had issues with the invoke. It would freeze my UI and it just wouldn't work. This seemed quickest and the easiest and the far most easiest to understand. But yeah, so that's that. We start the server, and we didn't have to do that on the on the server because we're not accessing any GUI, or we're not displaying any of the messages. We're just forwarding it, you could say. Okay, let's also get an error message here. I don't know why Visual Studio doesn't just fix it itself. I told it to replace all of that, but okay. Okay, so let me just close the client again. So we can open multiple clients, or else this won't work right now because it can't send to itself. Okay, so we've got the server there. So start server, connect, connect, connect. 3, 2, 1, and now you can see it defaults to there. If I press that, 1, 1, and he doesn't get 1. 2, 2, he doesn't get 2. 3, 3, he doesn't get 3. So essentially what it's doing, it's going from the client to the server relays to all of these guys. Hello. Hi man. And you get the point. And obviously that works. And if you disconnect, this is the error message from the server, as you can see. Right? If you try and send, it's not going to break, but it's not going to send to anyone, and it's not going to send to yourself either. But as soon as you open a new client, connect him, send, there's your hello. And you can spam. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, and if it was helpful, just leave it a like and maybe subscribe if you wanted to. And I'd like to give thanks to McPro Griefing for asking for this video. Just remember, guys, this is very important. Actually, let me show you the error message that you'll get. Start server. If that is not there, what will happen as soon as I click connect? Did I click it? Oh no, yeah. Actually, as soon as I try and receive a message, cross-thread operation not valid. Control reach checkbox access from a thread other than the thread it was created on. So that's the error message that you'll get if this is enabled. So just make sure you leave that on a false note, and then you're good to go. Unless you can figure out how to get a invoke, and if you do, I'd like to know how you guys do that, because it didn't work for me. Okay guys, thanks for watching, leave a like and enjoy. Bye.